On today's episode, can 3D printing solve the housing problem? Today's episode is brought to you by engineering.com, a globally trusted source for engineering content. Check out this and many other exclusive videos for the engineering professional found only on engineering.com TV today. 3D printing has revolutionized exotic part making in segments as diverse as rocket engines and surgically implantable devices, but the technology has always been noteworthy for two things: complex, sophisticated shapes and small part size. Scaling 3D printing has always been a challenge in manufacturing, but several companies are using basic extrusion concepts to scale up in the biggest way possible in building construction. And there's never been a better time to do it. According to the Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation, or Freddie Mac, by the fourth quarter of 2020, the U.S. had a housing supply deficit of 3.8 million units. Between 2018 and 2020, the housing stock deficit increased by 52%. Now, there are several reasons, but a major one is the dramatic decline in the number of smaller, entry-level homes being built. Their percentage as a share of new construction is at a 50-year low, less than 10% of single-family home construction. The problem is exacerbated by increased demand due to low mortgage rates and an increasing U.S. population. But for those building homes, skyrocketing building material costs and shortages of skilled labor are an important factor. Is 3D printing one answer? The Habitat for Humanity chapter in Greater Williamsburg, Virginia thinks so, and on December 21st, they cut the ribbon on the first owner-occupied 3D printed home in America. The 1,200 square foot detached house features 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and was constructed from concrete in just 28 hours by Alquist using a very large additive machine. Now, Alquist is following up this job with Project Virginia, the world's largest 3D printed construction project. 200 homes, starting in Pulaski. Now, Alquist uses a Danish Kobod Bod 2 gantry-type 3D printer using concrete as media. Now, it's true concrete, not mortar, and the extruder accommodates aggregate up to 10 millimeters in size. Depending on the version of the machine, structures up to 3 stories high can be printed. A typical mid-size machine has a printable area of approximately 35 by 35 feet with wall heights approaching 17 feet, perfect for small home construction and a single setup. The system is a modular truss structure and is configured for each project. The system also uses a surface mapping tool that automatically compensates for uneven surfaces when printing initial layers, resulting in a level overall print. Now, this allows a level top wall to be built on uneven slabs. Now, there are now multiple vendors of construction-type 3D printers, and those with envelopes big enough to print single-family homes are primarily gantry-type systems. Machines such as the Bed Abram P1 from Slovenia, the American Total Custom Storybots 6.2, and the South Korean Black Buffalo are gantry type, but the French Maxi printer uses a robotic arm. Several companies offer smaller footprint machines, and all are expected to increase the build envelope size as the market matures. 3D printing of single-family structures promises faster builds, lower costs, less waste, and a smaller environmental footprint. Although truly exotic structures can be printed, current projects mimic the shape and look of conventional frame construction for easy consumer acceptance. With production machines and building materials now available and proven, the only obstacles to 3D printing of single-family homes are regulatory, financial, and political. Will building codes be rewritten to accommodate 3D printing? And will banks finance their construction? From an engineering perspective, it's ready right now. Well, that's it for today's episode of This Week in Engineering, brought to you by engineering.com. For our deeper engineering series, visit engineering.com TV for exclusive shows like Manufacturing the Future and Designing the Future, not found on our YouTube channel. The links are in the description below. Thanks for watching.